the site that many call the loudest in
Ice
the
cream,
NFL.
why you so
We are
ice?
inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the
Ice
Kansas
cream,
City
bring that
Chiefs.
ice, boy.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback. Begin things at the 25.
Ice cream, bring that ice, boy. Ice cream, bring that ice, boy.
On first down, Mahomes flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage.
Ice
But in this
cream,
case,
bring that
he
ice,
went
boy.
really well and popped it free from his grasp.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Ice
Fourth
cream,
down,
bring that
Tommy
ice,
Brown
boy.
punt for Kansas City. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these
Ice
RPOs,
cream, bring that
if you
ice,
do it
boy.
right and they look the same,
Travis Kelce, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 41 yards, and the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
you know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
25-yard line.
Ice cream, bring that ice, boy.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ice cream, bring that ice, boy.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Hardman to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ice cream, bring that ice, boy.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 12. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. A screen to Bell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 21.
Ball carrier. Anthony Hitchens brought him down. It's a gain of
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ice cream, bring that ice, boy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Ice cream,
Mahomes
bring that
looking to
ice,
throw on
boy.
3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. drive right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down.
There he goes, right side, the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. I'm not explosive. 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big time play, big time result.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
42-yard line.
On second down and 4, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes firing complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Kansas City.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And again, it's Mahomes rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass, that maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was very easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Flush to his right.
Ice cream, bring that ice.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's the end of the
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And his throw is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Hardman on the... Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Now that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Chiefs extra point right down the middle. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker in the kickoff for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ice cream, bring that ice, boy.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ice cream, why you so icy?
On second down, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now here's Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ice cream, why you so icy?
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
Ice cream, bring that ice, boy.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A very solid gain of 27. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. That's Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Yeah. At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 7. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that.
Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and
after the sack on first down, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He may try and run for this. And he's got some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
An afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
a gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Ice cream, bring that ice, boy.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. Chris Jones on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. 2nd and 6. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
On 1st down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Down and goal.
Ice
From the
cream, why you so
10-yard
icy?
line.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Ice cream, bring that ice, boy.
Mahomes now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.